Today I'll be leading you through a standing balance sequence. Towards the end, we'll also find a fun twist to our standing balance as well. You don't need any props for class, so let's go ahead and get started. So for reference, the right-hand side of your space will be here, and the left-hand side of your space will be here. Start off by facing the left-hand side of your space. Let's meet in mountain pose. Step your heels underneath your hips, grow tall. Breathe in through your nose, reach your arms up overhead, lace your fingers at the top, and flip your palms up. As you exhale, unlace your fingers, hinge at your hips, hands come to opposite elbows, sway from side to side, ragdoll pose. I like to keep a bend to my knees in ragdoll just to fire up in my lower body. As you sway from side to side, can the top of your head draw closer to the earth? Feel more length in your spine. Now inhale, bring yourself back to the center. Press the backs of your hands against your knees or shins. You're going to start to straighten out your legs for a halfway lift. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, hook your thumbs to your hips, bend your knees, lift your head and chest, find a chair pose. Sweep your arms in line with your shoulders, hands ball into fists, and circle out your wrists. Feel a nice stretch to your forearms. Look down towards your feet, make sure you can see your toes. Here for an inhale, find your mountain pose again. Straighten out your limbs, hands touch overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hips, hands plant down, step your right foot back and lower onto your right knee. Bring your right fingertips in one line with your left toes. Inhale, reach your left arm up, reaching towards your opposite foot. As you exhale, hand high fives back to the front. One more full round. Inhale, looking up overhead, finding your twist, and exhale. Top of your next inhale, keep your left knee stacked over your ankle. Reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, left hand to your thigh, bend your right elbow, elbow meets your opposite leg. Maybe your hands touch in prayer. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Steady breath in through your nose. Keep your head lifted away from your right shoulder. As you exhale, can you spin your heart closer to your thumbs? One more full count of breath. Option to curl onto your back toes, lifting your right knee. Go ahead and look forward towards your left foot. Unwind your bind. So start off by bringing your left hand to your thigh. Right hand touches down to the ground. Left hand touches down. Now maybe TP onto your fingers. Step your right foot to meet your left. Go ahead and inhale. Find your mountain pose, growing tall again. As you exhale, bend your knees, finding your narrow squat chair pose. Inhale, go ahead and lift your right heel away from the ground. Arms reach straight up. Start to straighten out your left leg. You'll find a one-legged mountain. Finding a 90-degree shape to your right leg. Start to gauge how this balance feels. If this is a lot for your legs, you can always tap your right toes to the ground. As you circle out your right toes, can you start to draw circles with your right knee? Feel more openness to your right hip. Here for an inhale, can you dip your right knee out to the side? And exhale, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. We find a figure 4 chair pose. Both of our legs are bent. And can you start to point and flex your right toes? Keep your facial muscles soft, strong in your standing balance. One more count of breath. Breathe in through your nose. Maybe start to dip your right hip closer to the earth. Hold for the exhale. Maybe squat your hips closer to the ground. Top of your next inhale, unwind your bind. You can always tap your right toes down or find a 90-degree shape to your right leg. Exhale, launch your right leg to the back. Finding your low lunge. You're going to start to lift your left toes. Pivot to the center of your space. We're going to switch directions now. Bend your right knee. Point your right toes out. Hands touch down to frame your right foot. Press both your hands down. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back, down dog splits. As you exhale, bend your right knee and crunch your knee to your right shoulder, hold. One more tiger crunch. Inhale, right leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, crunch and hold right here. Can you draw circles with your right knee? Keep pressing the earth away from you. Top of your next inhale, right knee to right shoulder. Point your toes towards your left hip. Can you cross your ankle over your thigh? Finding a figure 4 downward dog. Look back towards your left foot. Breathe in. As you breathe out, walk your hands to meet your left foot. You can start to TP onto your fingers. Finding our figure 4 again, this time going from the bottom up. You can bend your elbows. Maybe hook your left elbow on top of your right foot. So elbow to opposite foot. Now you're welcome to stay right here in your figure 4. Maybe you start to find a twist. I can bring my left hand to the bottom of my right foot. Maybe start to rotate so my right elbow meets the bottom of my foot. My heart faces forward, then maybe I start to draw my heart closer to my thumbs. Steady breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. With control, unwind from your bind. Fingers meet the earth. Walk your hands all the way back up to the top. Uncross your right ankle. Inhale, right leg goes long. Now exhale, bring both of your big toes together to touch down dog. Find some symmetry right here. Keep your eyes looking towards the back. Bend your knees in opposite directions. Lower down, finding your extended child's pose. Melt your heart and hips to the ground. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Top of your next inhale, rock onto your hands. Curl onto your toes. Downward facing dog, sending your hips up and back. Now bend your knees, look towards your fingertips. As you exhale, hop or step your feet to meet your hands. A soundless landing is key. Once your feet are underneath your hips, inhale. Grow tall, finding your mountain pose, lacing your fingers at the top. Find more length in your ribs and arms. As you exhale, unlace your fingers. Find a slight bend to your knees. Hands come to opposite elbows. Ragdoll pose again. Sway from side to side. You can still keep a bend to your knees. Maybe you lift and lower your toes and heels to play around with balance. Top of your next inhale. Flip your palms to face the front, halfway lift. Keeping your back flat, exhale right here. Inhale, hook your thumbs to your hips, bend your knees, lift your head and chest. Find your chair pose again, hands in line with your shoulders. Ball your hands into fists. Squeeze your fingers into your palms. Maybe even lift and lower your toes this time. Here for an inhale, straighten out your legs. Fingers touch at the top and exhale. Hinge at your hips, hands meet the earth. This time we'll step our left foot back. lowering onto your left knee. Bring your left fingertips in one line with your opposite foot. Inhale, sweep your right arm up overhead and look towards the back, finding your twist. One more full round. Hand touches down as you exhale. Inhale, reaching your right arm up overhead, opening up your heart, and exhale. From here, reach both of your hands up to the ceiling, or if it feels more supported, bring your hands to your ribs. Dip your right knee forward. Sweep your left arm up overhead. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Elbow meets your opposite thigh. Palms can touch in prayer. Keep your head lifted away from your left shoulder. Maybe curl onto your left toes. Take a couple rounds of breath right here. Focus on a strong diagonal shape from your head to your hips. Maybe twist your heart closer to your thumbs. Maybe even curl onto your left toes, lifting your back knee. Go ahead and look towards your right foot. Unwind your right arm. Unwind your left arm. Hands touch down to the earth. Here for an inhale, maybe TP onto your fingers. Lift your left leg. And exhale, step your left leg forward. Here for an inhale, find your chair pose. Hands come into fists. Draw circles with your wrists, warming up in your forearms. Same option to lift and spread your toes. More weight to your heels. And take an exhale. Can you squat down and back just a bit more? Inhale, toes touch down if you lifted them. Find your mountain pose, straightening out your legs. From here, go ahead and lift your left heel. Hands to your heart center. Lift your left leg. Draw circles with your left foot. Start to gauge how this side feels different from the other. You can always tap your left toes down to the earth if need be. Can you start to circle out your left knee, getting into your hip? At the top of your next inhale, send your left knee towards your shoulder. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, figure four chair pose, sitting down and back. One strong beat right here. Maybe start to circle out your left toes. Keep that strong diagonal shape from your shoulders to hips. Top of your next inhale, one-legged mountain. Uncrossing your legs. As you exhale, you can keep a slight bend to your standing leg. Step your left foot to the back. Hands touch down. We'll lift our right toes. Pivot towards the left-hand side of your space. Switching up our direction again. Find your low lunge and plant your hands to the ground. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Down dog splits. Exhale, crunch, knee to left shoulder. One more. Inhale, left leg up and back. And exhale, crunch, knee to shoulder. This time we hold for a bit as we draw circles with our left knee. Keep pressing the earth away from you. Top of your next inhale, send your left knee to your shoulder, foot to your right thigh. Sending your hips up and back, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. You find your figure four chair pose. This time we start to rise up. Keep a strong bend to your right knee. Hands come to your heart center. Flex your left toes out to the side. Here for an inhale. As you exhale, maybe find your twist. So right hand comes to the bottom of your left foot. You can bend your left elbow. Maybe elbow meets the bottom of your foot. Keep your hips facing the earth. Maybe start to rotate your heart closer to your thumbs. Steady breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Look forward, gently unwind your arms. Walk your hands all the way back up. Inhale, uncross your left ankle. Left leg goes up high. As you exhale, big toes together to touch, finding symmetry in your downward facing dog. One steady breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Send your knees out in opposite directions, extended child's pose. Sit your hips to your heels. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, fill up in your ribs and belly. Now take an open mouth exhale to release. One more beat right here. Maybe this time you high five your hands, bend your elbows, send your thumbs to the back of your neck. Soften in your facial muscles. Now at the top of your next inhale, reach your arms out long. Press your hands underneath your shoulders. Come to face the center, finding an easy seat. Inhale, lace your fingers, grow tall from your ribs to fingers. Exhale, right hand touches down. Finding a side body stretch, you can bend your top elbow, close, and open. One more round, close and open. Bring it all the way back up. Inhale, lace your fingers, grow tall. Exhale, side body stretch, bending your top elbow. Same thing, we close and open. Bring it all the way back up to the top, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Bow your chin to your chest, sealing your practice. The light, the love in me, sees and honors the light, the love in each and every one of you. Namaste.